regeneration cycle. Okay, the steam enters the turbine at 30 bar and 400 degrees Celsius. So basically, if you come up over here, okay, so the steam at what pressure? 30 bar and 400 degrees Celsius enters obviously to the high pressure turbine. Then the exhaust pressure of the steam is 0.1 bar. This must be the condenser pressure. Okay. The feed water, correct? The feed water is in direct contact. Okay. So which operates at a pressure of 5 bar. Correct. So this must be the reheating pressure. And find the cycle efficiency, specific steam consumption, and draw HS and TS diagrams. That is the numeric. So as it is said that it is in the feed water heater is in direct contact, that gives us indication that it is the regeneration cycle. So when we draw the block diagram, how it is boiler, high pressure, low pressure turbine, some of the steam is taken from the high pressure. Suppose 1 kg of steam is supplied over here, so m kg of steam is taken. So 1 minus m kg of steam then towards the low pressure boiler and in the second loop. Okay. Then this is sent it to the heat exchanger. That is nothing but the feed water heater, and this 1 minus m kg of steam, okay, is sent it to the condenser. Okay, so to the condenser basically. So now from after condensation it is pumped back towards the heat exchanger, so where this low cold water is heated with the help of the steam which is withdrawn, or partial steam which is withdrawn from the high pressure turbine. Okay, so then their mixture is there, and then you will get a you can say at a moderate temperature you will get the steam at a point 6, and then it is pumped back with the pump 6 7 to the boiler again, and that's the way the loops complete. So when we look at the particular cycle, so let's start from basically this point. Okay, so let's start from this point. So this is a pump one where 4 to 5 there is a pumping. So we know the 4 point is lied on a saturated liquid line, correct? So taking this point 4, okay, 4 to 5 there is a pumping. Okay, then what is 5 to 6? There is a regeneration. That means there is a heating at a heat exchanger, that is feed water heater. So the 5 to 6 will be the heating, correct? Then 6 to 7 there is again pumping. Okay, and then 7 to 1, as you can see, there is a constant pressure heating in the boiler. Are you getting point, students? It's quite simple to understand. 7 to 1 constant pressure heating. Now what is happening in the next? So there is a high pressure turbine and low pressure turbine. So the steam is first expanded to in the high pressure turbine. Okay, and after that it is you can say m kg of steam is sent towards the heat exchanger, correct? And 1 minus m kg of steam is sent towards the condenser. Okay, so from here then it is condensed and move towards this point. So the way the loops completes. Okay, so now seeing the HS diagram at a critical point, say 1 2 3 at a critical point, correct? uh, so you can draw easily one point because there is a 30 bar and that 400 degrees Celsius given. You can draw in a Molière chart. Yesterday we saw the numericals. Then it is expanded up to point 2, that radiating pressure is also given. So you just have to, as is a constant entropy process, you just have to take a vertical line down, and then similarly to the point 1 bar condenser pressure. Okay, so 1 2 3 efficiencies you can get easily. Then H4 H6, sorry, 1 2 3 enthalpies you get easily, and H4 and H6 are nothing but the HF at the particular pressure. So H4 is nothing but the HF at back pressure point 1 bar. H6 is nothing but the reheating pressure P2. Okay, so HF at P2. Are you getting the point? So H4, H6 can be easily calculated. H5, H7 can be easily calculated by pump work, because as there is a the pump of work is pump work is nothing but the pressure difference that provided the pressure in bar divided by 10 will give you the answer in kilojoule per kg. So 4, 5, 6, 7 you can easily calculate. 1, 2, 3 I already told how to calculate. So other things calculation is quite simple. Only you need to apply the enthalpy balance, energy balance equation over here. So m kg into H2 plus H5 into 1 minus m is nothing but is equal to 1 into m6. So that energy balance you need to apply over here. I will repeat over here energy balance. The m kg of steam into H2 plus here H5 into 1 minus m is equal to m into H6. So that will give you the energy balance. So from that you can easily calculate the enthalpy over here. So quite simple. So the from Mollier diagram we get H1, H2, H3 as I have discussed here. H1, H2, H3. Now from steam table you will get H4, H6. This point H4, H6. H4, H6. Okay. Now we can calculate the pump work. What is pump work 1? Here is the that particular pump. So change in pressure P2 minus PB divided by 10. As I told you earlier, you will get pump. When you add up in the H4, you will get H5 simply. Okay. Similarly, we can calculate the pump work 2, which is nothing but the yes P1 minus PB. Right? So when you calculate that and adding up with the H6 enthalpy, you can calculate H7. Are you getting the point? Now from the energy balance for the open feed water heater, as I told you earlier, here there is m into H2 plus 1 minus m into H5 is equal to m that 1 into H6. So that is what over here m m into H2 m into H2 here you can see plus 1 minus m into H5 1 minus m into H5 is equal to here you can see 1 into H6 1 into H6. So here only unknown is the m. Okay, so that m you can calculate easily. So now you can solve the complete numerical at work of turbine is there are two turbines over there, high pressure and low pressure. So just by summing up this 1 into H1 minus H2 plus 1 minus M into H2 minus H3 as we have discussed. 1 kg of steam over here. So 1 into H1 minus H2 and 1 minus M into H2 minus H3. So 1 into H2 minus H2 plus 1 minus M H2 minus H3 will give you the turbine work. Now the shaft work that particular you can calculate. Okay. So then moving to the next. Yes, how you can calculate the shaft work? WT minus WP. So just by subtracting both these point 5 and how much 0.5 and 2.5. So by subtracting 3 from here, you can calculate the shaft work. Shaft work is nothing but the WT minus WP. And here two WPs are there. So WT minus WP1 minus WP2. Quite simple. So you can calculate shaft work from there, students. So moving to the next, heat supply. Heat supply is nothing but heat only. It only supplied at particular yes basically in the boiler and yes it is supplied here you can see H1 minus H7 H1 minus H7. So taking it into account we can calculate the thermal efficiency, which is nothing but the shaft work of the heat supply. So it will be like this. And specific steam consumption, 3600 upon WS, you will get answer in kg per kilowatt hour. That hour conversion के लिए तो ये 3600 यहाँ पे है. So This is quite a simple numericals based on this regeneration cycle. Hope you will solve this numericals and prepare well for the examination. Thank you.